How is everybody today? You know what it is, Red Beard Spiritual Plug. Checking back in again with y'all. Happy New Year. I'm so glad y'all came back to see me. I'm sorry it's been so long since I made a video, but I got some new equipment. I got a brand new attitude, and I'm ready to make this happen, okay? I guess I want to start off by having a disclaimer that I've been given a message, and that I think that it's important that we all share our message. If you have that call in your life that you feel like you've been given a message that you need to give to others, please act on that. Please begin today to start and act on that. There are people out there that need to hear that message from you, or it wouldn't have been given to you. Just like right now, there are people listening to this that need to hear what I have to say from me, and that is why it was given to me to say. And I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. And so many people, we call it different things or whatever, but God is just God. You know what I'm saying? You can't put God in a box. You can barely put him in a book. You can barely put him in words. Or God, you can barely put God in words. Him, her, androgynous, sexless. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. All that good stuff is splitting hairs and creating division, and I'm just not with it. Okay. But today I want to again welcome you back, and we're on a brand new mission, trying to get this thing popping. And today I want to talk about us all being on our own journeys. We are all on our own journeys, you know what I'm saying? We're all going down our own little roads. We're all in our own minds, in our own heads, in our own thoughts, in our own little world, our own little universe. But we're also all interconnected. Everything that is living, everything that is important, and that includes you. And it is something that is so profound to understand, and it's so profound to really not be able to not see. You know what I'm saying? Like, my spiritual awakening changed my life. I had a spiritual awakening, a Kundalini activation, or a Kundalini awakening, a Merkaba activation, all on the night of the Great Eclipse, August 21st, 2017. And ever since then, my life hasn't been the same, and I'm so thankful for that, and it is something that it changed not only my perspective, but it changed just how I live my everyday life and why I live my everyday life. I used to be consumed by my anger. It was always my worst flaw. I always saw it as my strength. It was actually my weakness. And now I'm not mad. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that inner anger now. I have inner peace. And it's something I don't know how to tell you. I can't just box it up and send it to you. I can't do the work for you. I can't do your inner work. You have to do it. I can't do your research. You know what I'm saying? Don't even take what I say at face value. Always look into what anybody says. Form your own opinion. And that doesn't mean just only go to Google. That means read some books. You know what I'm saying? Ask some people about it. Do surveys on polls on Instagram, whatever. Just don't take everything that you hear at face value, because most of the things that you hear and most of the things that we've been taught are total rubbish, crap, lies, whatever you want to call it. And it's just that is what it is. It is what it is. But anyway, I just want to encourage everybody. You're walking down your path today, and I want you to know that you're doing exactly what you need to be doing in this moment. You're perfect. We're all perfect in this moment. Well, a lot of people were looking for perfection that will never come, but we don't look at ourselves and realize that even in our imperfection, we were perfect, because we were given this breath, this spark of life, and it's something that we really just have to every day be thankful for. Every day, those things that we're not thankful for, those are the things that we will lose. Okay, so I just want to really, like I said, I want to just reach back out, connect again. I hope to get some new people, new awareness going, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a whole new world. We are really fastly approaching uncharted waters. We've seen so many things transpire in the past year. Hell, the past couple months have been so profound. There's been so much stuff going on. It's almost hard to keep up. It is hard to keep up. But it is something that it's on us. It's on us to develop our relationship with whatever you want to call God, the Spirit, Source, Universe, whatever. It's up to you to do that. It's up to us individually to do that. And the more that we cultivate that, is the more that we'll be able to separate ourselves from the things in the world that aren't going right. You know, when everything else falls apart around you in the world, your faith, it can be what grounds you, what keeps you here, what keeps you smiling. You know, it can be the difference between life and death. Your faith and what you believe in is so important. And today I encourage you, if you don't know what that is, find out, figure it out, figure out what you believe in. You know, don't say you're an atheist or you're agnostic or whatever. You know, figure out what it is you believe in. You know, don't take the easy route. Don't be the scapegoat. You know, quit putting that onto yourself to be other than something that is glorious and wonderful and beautiful. You know, because we may not see it. You know, and it may not be something that's physical. We may not be physically beautiful. You know what I'm saying? My big ugly self. I may not be physically beautiful, but I know that what's in here is beyond words, you know, and it's beyond imagination. And it's something that I every day I'm humble for and I'm thankful for, you know. And we all have to be, again, we all have to really be humble and thankful every day about those things that we've been given, because it's they are blessings, they are miracles every day. You know what I'm saying? And we take that away from God, and we take that away from the Spirit, that the Spirit is still moving, and that God is still waking people up, and that God is still got an army that's raising up, and it's the truth. You know, some people call them starseeds, some people call them light workers, some people call them the 144,000, some people call them indigos, some people call them whatever, you know, but it's God's remnant army. We're raising up, you know, because everything, it's all falling apart. It's all falling in line. Prophecy is coming around every day. Every day we're like, whoa, did that just happen? Did that just happen? Did that just happen? Yes, it did just happen, you know. We're in the longest government shutdown ever, you know. They're trying to build a wall. If we don't give this guy this wall, he's going to take it, you know. So now we know that in the United States of America, we're pretty much living a dictatorship, and that's scary in itself, you know. So anyway, today again, I wanted to talk about and want to really bring home the point that we're all on our own journey, and we all need to take that path less traveled, you know, but it's not the same path. You know, we may loop in and out of each other's paths and see each other here and again and whatnot, but we can always be assured that walking down that path, even though we may feel alone, that we're never alone. And you know, a lot of people are like, oh, you have to be okay with aloneness. You have to be okay hanging out with yourself and being your own company, and you know, listening to the silence, and all those things are true. But the whole thing is that being somebody that believes in the spiritual world, I do not believe that there's nothing else out here. I don't believe that nothing is here with me. I don't believe that it's just me in this place. You know, I don't feel so insignificant to say that I'm somewhere over here looking out at this and I'll never get there, you know, because all these things, these stars, is what made us. That's our energy. That's why it said, Genesis 1:14, it said, take the stars as signs, as for the passage of time and for seasons, you know. It told us, even in the book, even though that it's always discouraged to have anything to do with astrology, divination, you know, crystals, everything else. So they just recently found that when stars die, they turn into crystals. You know, look that up. And all these things, you know, we're being bombarded with it so much, and it's so hard to figure out what to listen to and what is the truth and what's not. Well, I'll tell you what is the truth. You are made in the image of God. We are all made in the image of God. We don't have to be Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, none of that, because all of those things say you're made in the image of God. Regardless, you know, you can go as deep as you want to with that, but it's just the truth. And the more that we'll get to our own divinity, the more that we will listen and understand that it was written that you are God's, you know, for you were made in your Father's image, you know what I'm saying? And the kingdom is within us. So what are we looking for? Why are we waiting for heaven and hell and all this other mess when it's here right now? It's here right now. It's here right now. You know what I'm saying? You can choose to be in heaven. You can choose to be in hell every day, and with your actions and your words and who you say hello to and how much you say, how much you bless somebody, how much you curse somebody, whatever. It's just it's all part of this big glass menagerie that we've been placed in, and we're all just pieces of it. And the more that we will see that there is so many more similarities, there's so much more alike about us than is different. There's so many more similarities than differences. The list is it's ridiculous, and that's all that we have been trained to focus on, is look at the differences. What is different from this person to this person? Pick out the different shape. But the whole thing is we really have we've lost the whole battle. If they've taken our minds from us, we've lost the whole battle. They've taken our thoughts from us. If they've made us think one way or another or whatever, and we have not formed our own opinion, they have taken control over us. And that's today I want to encourage you to shake those chains loose. You know what I'm saying? Get it off of you, because it's not for you. It's not for you to be controlled. It's not for you to not be free. It's not for you to not be loved. It's not for you to not feel love. And that's what we're going. That's what we're in these bodies for. We're in these bodies to show us identity, but to also show us that we can all collaborate. We can all come together, because when we're not stuck and anchored to these little bodies, we'll just be free-flowing energy, and we'll be able to come together and come apart at will. And that's I might be getting far out there for some people, but it's just the truth. You could call stuff like science fiction, but then look at the inventions today. Look at the stuff that was playing in the 70s, and look what we have now. It's so much alike, it's crazy, So now, is it science fiction, or does science fiction push invention, or does invention push science fiction? That's a very interesting question too. But today, again, I just the point I want to bring home is just that we're all on our own path, and that is okay. We're all on our own path. We're all having our own thoughts. We're all having our own interactions, but we're all important, and we're all loved, and we're all needed. And it is so important that we let our voice be heard. It's so important that we proclaim the things that we believe in. And it's so important that we do not just, that we stand up, so that way we won't fall for anything. So today, that's my message for today. I'm getting a little off topic. I just wanted to say hello again, and thank y'all so much for coming, and Happy New Year. And I will be bringing out more and more videos. Like I said, I have new equipment, and I'm so happy for it, and I'm just ready to get this going, And today I want you to proclaim over yourself that you're blessed and highly favored, because every day I wake up, I thank God. Thank you, God, for letting me wake up today, because I didn't deserve it. Thank you, God, for giving me all these blessings. I'm so blessed and highly favored. And when we do that every day, they can't do anything to you, because what God has set in motion, nothing can stop. So I just want to leave you with that. But I'm sending you some love and some light and some smiles today. And, just remember that you're on your own journey. You're on your own path. And we all are. And all we can do is just put one foot in front of the next, and just keep going, Push through, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is going on in your life that's negative, that's hurting you, that's keeping you down, push through it, But thank you again for coming. And I just want to, again, send some love and light and some smiles, and come back and see me, okay? It's Red Beard the Spiritual Plug. Checking out.